Okay, I should be back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. We had technical. We had issues. We have like power issues in my
I'm
house.
so glad we meet again.
Hence why my stream
While you
ended
were gone,
abruptly.
I collected every hair of yours and put them in that drawer.
So yeah, let's try to continue.
I thought it was an academic. Take it easy.
Yeah, that's their idea.
Flying handbag for only 3,000 favorite aunties.
I said hello.
As your ending is whole. Well and truly done. Tried it? Don't be so hard. Handle it gently. The choice is
Happy
yours.
glamour.
Flying handbag for only 3,000 favorite aunties. Everything has its cause and effect.
I will pray for you. Sorry.
I think I missed something actually.
Oh, 这样子.
Because Let's
go here. And there are two.
oh, thank you so much.
Oh, don't worry.
What?
Every that might
Is
perhaps.
nice?
All right. The hostess has a token.
Thank you.
Don't. Oh,
A token.
I hope.
Is that
Well, whatever. Anyway. You've a copper.
a peace?
peaceful.
Peaceful.
You did it. Oh, I'd rather act.
Oh,
Speaking
I didn't.
You hear tavern.
Jim,
You have
the I once
No.
what did?
perhaps even if
Confronted a Yowie.
she thought the feather man. You act.
I didn't think of that. What? What happened? What is?
Where is Xiuliangzi?
Here! I'm here!
Turns out I'm sure because you are the Featherman.
What? You must leave.
But it's not.
You are in the only safe place.
Why are we afraid of him?
Watch out!
She's right.
You need not fear me. This late formation! I knew you would come far. Where are your accomplices? Xiuliangzi, it's not no more turning people into a
Turn people into illusion.
What is he? What are you? You know nothing about Lusu. Besides, he's talking nonsense, right? You know.
Save the talk. Catch him first.
Okay, so I didn't. Okay, okay, so I didn't miss anything. and the one guest is not willing to attack, even in his own defense. As a one-sided battle ensues, it's only natural that the side deciding to do only invading will eventually lose.
Surrender and dispel your arcane skill. Turn the victims back to who they were.
At this moment, Besmer and Yancy rush at the edge and Kargama. The communication arcane skill that gets in cast on them earlier is quietly translated the words for people.
We will put an end to it before the Shuoshu.
But I don't possess the power to transform people from one shape to another, and thus cannot turn them back. You're asking the wrong one.
Gideon struggles to hold on and rest on the eve, still looking directly at Junansu with some hint of meaning. But Junansu now shows no hint of understanding, simply looking back with a placid anger. Her look is so forceful that it's almost a glare.
Why do you have to blame this on me? I've never met those missing people, and I have no idea what you're talking about. Is this because... Did you have a grudge against me or something?
Nothing of that sort. I'm here only to prevent an unwanted escalation. I could have just walked away, and there's nothing you can do. I could have gone to other mountains, and life would have continued as it has always been. But for those who have been turned into half-Lucius, no one can get them out of this trouble.
Junansu stands stunned before him. After a moment, she struggles out an accusatory remark, but her voice trembles slightly.
Been turned into half-Lucius? Are you saying that the animals in my backyard and those in the jutsu, are they all the missing people? But I thought they were just Lucius. The first time I saw them, it was clear that we were alike. We're just some half-divine beasts.
Wait, you said we. The crown is thrown into a communication. She turns a deaf ear to them and once again stares blank at Gideon.
So they must not be humans. I've done nothing to transform them. I'm just taking good care of them so that they can tell me where they're from. And if they can, take me home.
Her trembling words usher in a silence. Gideon, who knows she has already begun to waver, can only sigh. It seems he is starting to see the whole picture for what it is.
The Liuyang Mountain shelters the beasts. The beasts have white heads, red tails, the bodies of horses, and the markings of tigers. When they neigh, the sound becomes music. The name is Lushu. The striped horses you keep in the yard are half Lushus. They look like what's told in the tales, and they cry like humming songs in the moonlight. And the wooden dolls infuse your arcane skill, the shape of well, into the liquid, which turns people into Lushus, or half Lushu. As for the dolls, they were once soaked in the water of Peiying River. Were they not?
The stream runs through the backyard. No. No way. They went there just for fun, or a bath. They should not.
Beyond the encirclement formed by determination, Bessemer judges the course of events through the sound of people's voices. Junansu falls silent. The seeds of suspicion had been planted, and now time for witnesses to take the stand. Hidden in the crowd, Yancy crashes into the soldier on both sides of her. Sharp sword spear rushes over her Lucian skin, but she seems completely unfazed, charging straight toward the direction of the water jar.
What? Who let it in? Cartridge!
The water leaking from the jar creates puddles in the crevices of the courtyard. Although it isn't much, it is still enough to buy some time.
Wait!
It's you!
Gideon immediately looks up at Gideon, as though wishing to catch a glimpse of the arcane cast from his still figure, only to find nothing there.
The markings of a tiger and a red mane. Exactly what the Featherman said. But his reflection is a woman?
A gas sounds out from the crown.
Oh my, a reflection. Is that the foreign lady from the street earlier?
Junatsu also casts a bewildered gaze towards Eunice.
You are a Lushu. You're a real Lushu now. This is what a Lushu should be.
Espada!
He's still here.
Yeah, give me a moment. I gotta order food for my our mother. But yeah, just a recap. Yeah, I'm back, and there was just a power issue. And unfortunately, because my sister was jumbling around with the setup, my computer also, she also turned off the power for my room. So that's why my stream is starting anew instead of reconnecting. What curse. Okay. Also, the fact that you say, why are you still here? Okay, yeah, she really did. Me empowering the stream skills. Shut up, Saul. But why are you still here? Yeah, she did. She really did on purpose.
See what you mean, Mr. Ramsey.
You're hurt. And you shouldn't be here. It's not right.
She lightly tapped the pool of water with her hand as Susan a visible reflection of herself.
I thought you were able to recognize your teammates and had already left here.
Wait, what? Oshima. I get it.
Even Yancy's reflection in the water ripples is a response to his sudden realization.
Chunamsi, you turned me into a Wushu because you thought that would help me find my teammates, didn't you? Last night, you said you'd help me, so this is how you... But I was not asking for help. I was only being emotional, or pouring out my troubles. Anyway, I was not asking for anything from you. From the top, I could feel the sincerity from the bottom of your heart. It was too real to be fake. I understand you were trying to help, and that was enough.
But I don't understand. The Taoist said, the one who can protect and benefit the people shall be a Xiangrui. If you can, but you don't, that would be wrong. I've done a terrible job. I'm not that majestic, nor do I look like any Xiangbei's in the book. I can't even turn into a real Wushu. How is that enough?
She shakes her head and takes 2 steps back until she can retreat no longer and collides with a motionless patrol guard.
I think you need to tell us everything.
Named Yang, who has been standing nearby, now speaks. His tone intensifies as he goes on.
Have you ever transformed people into loose shoes?
Jian turns her head only to find. God damn it. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I don't like to drink alcohol. I prefer not to drink alcohol. Memory impairment. Jiang turns her head only to find that everyone's gaze is now shifted towards her, needling her with probing eyes.
Answer us!
I swear, I was trying to help. To help everyone get what they want. Just like the former Julie. She wanted to go back to her hometown, so I offered her a drink and sent her back.
Junyoungsu, do you understand what you are saying?
I understand every word I say.
Her reaction says more than any confession. Every sentence is a declaration. Every sentence is an interrogation.
What have you done?
You should have asked this a lot earlier.
What did you do to the Julie?
Lucy, who had always trusted her, turning her in anger. Junangsu's reaction is to grab her own arm tightly as if for protection. She wanted to step back again, to keep herself away from the intense emotion, but there was nowhere left for her to go. All she could do now is answer.
She came to my tavern and complained that you didn't understand her at all, and that she was considering going back to her hometown. But it seemed far away from Pei City. She looked sad and tired, and didn't know what to do.
So you...
I must grant her wish, mustn't I? The Taoist said a Lushu can easily go 1,000 miles within a day. If they start running, go faster, that will be over 10,000 miles. If that's how I can help her, I should definitely do that.
You...
Jiao knows to lower her eyes, trying to find more suitable words for her confession, but in the end, only a knot of confusion sadness fills her throat.
Just like now. If the Peiling River dries out, you have nowhere to go. Just turn into Lushus, and then you won't suffer. Lushus can go anywhere they want. To the north, to the south, wherever they want. I can grant your wish differently, even if I can't recover the river from drought. I was thinking, going away freely might be a good choice. But in the end, what I'm doing is wrong?
For a moment, almost everyone is at a loss for how to deal with this revelation. Every sentence seems to them to be absurdly wrong, but the tone with which she speaks is completely sincere. Yet no matter what explanation she might offer, it's only revealed the true culprit of the disappearance was in fact Zhu Nyangsu herself. No one familiar with Zhu Nyangsu anticipated this moment, that on the eve of the festival, a time of joy and reunion, they had to come to grips with a colossal disaster caused by such simple act of childlessness.
But if not by doing this, then
This matter is too chilling and heartbreaking for an early spring night. Yansei, who was remained silent for a long time, takes a step forward.
Junangsu, remember what you said to me last night? Liquor has many different names, but they're still liquor. You can put on many different clothes, but you will still be the same Junangsu. Likewise, whether you turn me into a horse, a donkey, or a lushu, I will still be the same Yenisei. You don't have to force yourself to become the people's genre. I think it's only an unreachable symbol. What matters is that the Junangse I know would do whatever she could to help others. That's just what the genre does, as far as I know. Even though some results turned out to be not so satisfying, your sincerity is as valuable as the genre itself. So now, you just need to turn us all back.
Yes. So turn back. Where no path lies before you. It's never too late to return.
Seeing Ningzhu, who has been silent for a while now, nodding, Junsu nods a worried expression begins to strike a few beams of hope.
I will. I will do my best.
Juntan turns around and whistles. Immediately after, the sound of wooden footsteps follows and gradually echoes around the courtyard. The circle in and suddenly jumped Rana.
Alright, you can talk now. It's okay. What?
These handicrafts are able to talk. How could you be manipulated by them, Jiunangzi?
No, you're getting it wrong. Don't save me. Peter, I'm not manipulated. They're just wood. Well, they're indeed my friends. No. That's not for now. They just talk like that. That's not what they mean.
The elder patient's teeters now on the verge of exhaustion, yet the responsible forces him to stay calm and wait patiently at the end of his forest.
This shall be the last time I put my trust in you. Ask them how to transform people back. But if you can't...
Junangzu knows that there can be no can't allowed at this junction. She turns her head, look at the petroleum surrounding the entire courtyard, and the locals with their fearful faces. Finally, she shakes her head to clear her mind of an unnecessary emotion and focus on just one thing.
You heard him. Now, please tell me how to turn them back into humans, will you? If it requires liquor, I'll get it for you. The Taoist? I didn't forget anything. And you... I see. You must be messing with me because I treated you badly this morning. This is your revenge, right? It's not the time for it. I really need you to... No way. No. There must be a way. I must be able to dispel my own craft.
At the end of her somewhat lackluster speech, her voice weakened to a whimper and acknowledgement that there is no way out.
You must come to the jutsu with me, Junangsu. We'll see what we can do.
He signals at the patrols to come forward and take her away. At this moment, Jianansu no longer seems willing to cooperate and instead takes another step back.
I'm sorry, but I must fix it. I can fix it. This is all because of me. I need to...
She makes a ritual gesture, attempting one final desperate act of self-salvation.
I will think carefully. Think of what I did before. I can do it. I can do it without them.
A dim light emanates from her forehead, like moonlight at the silver stripes on the luscious skin in the head of night. The sounds of the more wooden dolls leaping well widely rings out. They emerge from various corners in the corridor, breaking through the circling patrol. Soldiers and locals have intercepted the force, heading straight toward Junangsu. The miniature wooden creatures begin to grow rapidly, and a twisted traffic for Junangsu. who is now overwhelmed by a sudden burst of pain. They shift from human form into a strange enormous beast. To this point, everything they proceed almost exactly like the prophecy. Okay, fine, back.
No, no, don't. I'm fine. I'm fine. So please don't. No! What's happening? You... People? Where are you? Why are the lights out? I can't see anything. I can't feel my hands or my body. What on earth is happening? Nice tactic.
Wear gloves.
our chance to break the ritual.
So, if you notice anything, please instruct us.
The southeast will be the weak spot of the sign-covered wooden creature.
Watch southeast. Please make it clearer to us. We're running out of time.
Facing the south and seeing the moon rise to the southeast, one may find a position uncomfortable. I see the fire appears along, so the ritual has a flaw. Move with me. Is this? Careful. It is performing some kind of ritual, but we are getting too close. I need a full view of it.
What are you doing? You can't just...
I sense danger.
John Wilson, stop the dolls immediately if you still have senses.
I can't. What? Stop who, you said? My wooden dolls will never hurt anyone. Just like me.
Sterilize.
Nice practice.
Wear gloves.
That hurts, huh?
Resistance is futile. I'm ready. I'm ready.
One touch. That
Go! Go! Go!
cheer and witness my victory!
Wear gloves.
That's right!
An eye for an eye. A tooth for a tooth. Oh, I?
Seems thought.
The law is above all else. Feel it paid and know its regret.
Nice practice, right?
An eye for an eye.
Hey!
Noble or lowly, sin shall be punished.
Nice practice. That's right. Come on, this is the
I'm
one
ready.
touch. Oh, like a lighter. That hurts, huh?
Go! 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 Hop!
Cheer and witness my victory! And exactly.
Maximize the value of dumbasses.
A mice pass. 3, 2, 1, down.
I'm losing my patience.
The show's on, Alice.
A tooth for a tooth, an eye for an eye.
Time waits for no one, even for a great people. Sorry.
Exactly.
Tiananzu sits slumped in the beard wooden doll smashed through everyone's joint efforts, the pain fading from her face leaves only a desperate look of despair. She holds the fragment of wood, helpless as though they were that weak and panicked girl in the bustling marketplace once more.
Seems what they said is true. I can't do it. I just want everything to be back to normal. Is that too much?
There should have been ways to undo it. But now, even I am confounded. Your pain is real. Then,
Inside the broken water jar, Nancy looks toward Bethsmith, who seemed to feel someone and gently seemed to feel something and gently breaks free from the stupefied patrol soldiers. This static courtyard is still frozen scene, and Bethsmith is the only actor walking freely on stage. Not being able to see the danger gives her unwarranted calm.
You said you can't do it. Not that you don't want to, right? The arcane skill with conditions cannot be taken back once it is cast. Just like the irretrievable curses and vows in Siberian shamanism.
I can see some markings on this girl's skull, like an unknown seal. I've been speculating about what caused the limitation of her power. This may be the reason why she's in pain. A seal powerful enough to change one's marking on bones is not to be easily broken.
Skull?
King Nancy raises her hand and touches her forehead. The yellow drawing, once it should have been swept away by the sudden movement, forming a colorful mark or something else, but it doesn't.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Her exploration bearing no fruit, Johnson nearly withdraws her hand and gives up her investigation.
I can't. I can turn them into Lushus, but not the opposite way. Maybe I can't be a Xiangrai at all. I'm not qualified.
At this point, the story has entered an unsolvable impasse.
Alright. There's one more question that seems to be overlooked by us all. How many people have drunk Jilmeng So's liquor in the merry festival spirit?
When the voices shouts her face, the faded hour also rises. Those among the girls who drank the liquor on the go try to amidst the chaotic screams, and each and every one of them would shoot. As you announce and watch this irrepressible scene, she's unaware that tears are already flowing down her face. She has made no progress at all. Everything is no different now than as a few years ago, when she was even more reckless and naive.
The Taoist told me that my mother was the 9th Lushu from the very beginning of time. Great, though distant. After all, except for the moment she turned from a human into a Yao when she was leaving, I don't quite remember her.
Your mother was the Xiangrai, the people's guardian.
What is a Xiangrai?
The spirit of auspiciousness. The great Yao who protects and benefits people. Like your mother once did. But a Xiangrai is not supposed to have any personal feelings. She fell because of you. Because of the personal feeling. Remember that.
What is a personal feeling?
It's something she shouldn't have had. For you, either. But you shall keep to the path she left.
What path? Is it like the dirt path we're walking on? Or the stone path around the house?
Neither. Stay in the city. Be their guardian. Be a Xiangrui. You shall understand when the day comes.
The Taoist brought me here and left me here. That's exactly what my mother, the former Xiangrui, did to me as well. So I took departure as the price of living in the human world. Before I came to Bay City, the Taoist guaranteed me that be a Xiangrui, and then you will understand her. How alluring was that? That's why I chose to stay here. At first, I couldn't stop thinking about what the Taoist said. But I had no idea how, because I was never taught how by anyone. I didn't have any other choice, so I started to recall my mother by piecing together the scattered words and descriptions from books and legends to recall what a Xiangrui is. I tried to be her, tried to replace her, just to meet her once again. If I got to meet her, I would ask her, what was on your mind? If only you could see me doing such a great job as a Xiangrui, would you feel even the slightest twinge of guilt? For deserting me, for leaving me alone? Well, looks like I've neither truly understood her, nor a Xiangrui.
VTuber is standing in the courtyard walkway in the sun and rain. Its decision is made.
Xiongyanzi, are you really going to...
As someone who has always been steadfast in his will, he rarely hesitates. He doesn't know which words to use to emphasize the danger of this matters to the person in front of him, whether all the words are powerless before her final choice. And so ultimately, he remains silent.
It's fine. I know there's no one who could jump over it. In order to stop me, Beijing even told me some stories. And they were not very suitable for children. But I have to, because there's no other way. Only the divination. Well, you can't talk about Zhuozhi without the divination, right? Thank you for letting me go. You even brought me the clothes. But the Julie is not here. I'm not sure if I'm wearing it right. But it's okay. Even if it's wrong, it still looks new and colorful.
She passes the hem of her skirt aimlessly, then folds the cuffs and finally folds back the silk drape once more. When she cannot find anything else to fix, her farewell rises to the tip of her tongue.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. I'm leaving. Then.
Jun too steps back and places her hand beneath her forehead, palms to the back. She bows farewell to Fakio in the hallway, and the Luciu turned them from the Luciu turned from Lingjiang. A gesture of gratitude and apology. She has never performed such a ritual before. This will be the first and last time.
Perhaps we will find another way. You don't have to.
He doesn't finish because anything he wants to say would be untrue. An example of unwarranted comfort from the survivor towards their aggressor. And so Jiangsu says nothing. She shakes her head as if she hadn't even heard his proposal, retreating into the rain, and then turn around and walk towards the outside of the Jiangsu. Her footsteps had never been so relaxed for her, with each step becoming faster and faster, almost evolving into a sprint toward the end. She runs towards the outside of the city, but not to escape. The rain has not stopped since the previous night. Outside the sea, Bestman usually stand at the end of the broken bridge, gazing at the mist bank opposite to them. Guillotine is perched on the tree above their head. He has been here all along, arriving earlier than the others.
Mr. Getian, we are left with only one option, which is to stand here and pray for her. Correct? Pray that the Ask and Acquire, or the divination, will answer us and give us what we want in a flash. But is it really possible?
I think not. We should go.
Desmond listened to the advanced footsteps around her, emanating from all those who were walking toward the broken bridge, still remembering the auspicious significance of this New Year's Day. At first, she tries to distinguish the voices that might be on the others, but as the rain grows heavier and louder, she finally gives up.
I heard today is a special day for the locals, known as Sui Jiao Chuan. Mr. Getian, what is Sui Jiao Chuan?
Mildred holds her wet fringe to one side and tilts the oil umbrella upward towards Yancy. The Lushu silently approaches and leans against her tightly.
It comes from an ancient proverb. 百载难逢，岁朝春. It's the first day of a new year, and the first day of spring. 立春, the beginning of spring, corresponds to the lower trigram of Kan, in the direction of Gun. It is the season of life, a time when the weather is clear and young fills the air.
They are pleasing to the ears, but I don't know what to make of it when all these are put together.
Li Chun is one of the 24 solar terms. It signifies the beginning of spring. Sui Zhao Chun is how people would call it when the first day of the Du Shuo festival and the first day of spring happen to be the same day. It is a once-in-a-century good sign.
Indeed. It's also the first day of a new year. I like the coincidence.
Do you still find it equally pleasing if your teammates are not coming back?
Then I will take them home as they are now, and see what I can do. I know the words are hidden behind your silence, but this is the best option for now. After all, as you just said, prayers are not enough to bring them back.
They could, for a time.
But that's only what happened in the past. As you just said, good days only exist in our memories.
That was before the flood. The aftermath of that disaster lasted longer than I thought. I was so wrong to think it was over.
This man looks up, and the drop of rain falls right into the debris. Onto the fire she used to cover her eyes. And then more falls, and more, gradually wetting the entire surface. She listens without intending any comment.
It all began with the unstoppable flood. At first, it was just a few unusual tides that no one noticed. Then, the flood came, followed by the destruction of the bridge. The temple on the mountain thus lost its connection to its pilgrims. I do not understand what caused all these things. My people left the mountain to help with the situation, but they never came back. And now, This river beneath us is gone, just like the Yuan Temple, forever lost in the fog.
Behind the city resident gradually approached the carved words of divination onto the wooden stake in their hands, just as they had in previous years. They are prepared for the fact there may not be answers to the questions, but they know nothing of the reason why. Customer feels the weight of the growing crowd. They gather and right in the rain, where I could try to sleep for a long time. The entirely faded human arcane attack upon desire they know they cannot be realized.
It's useless. The god won't hear us, nor will it see us.
Yes.
Please know that I don't mean to offend you with this question.
Please.
Can't you take those people to the other end of the bridge? If the condition of the divination is to go across the broken bridge.
Though we're both outsiders in this place, you are more naive than I am.
Keaton lowers his head to look at Beth and the quiet units behind him. Seeing that they perhaps do not believe his words. He rarely needs to say so much to others in such short space of time. But since he has already started, he might as well finish.
You don't believe me?
I'm trying to understand.
It's all the same. I can take you to the other side of the bridge. But you must not be disappointed if it ends up fruitless.
Pardon?
I can take you there.
Why? Why the change of mind?
Haven't I mentioned it before?
Mentioned what?
Your bones. Among all the others, you are the only one for whom I do not recognize the markings on your bones.
This new discovery swiftly draws Besmer's attention away from the broken bridge.
What is that supposed to mean?
Judging from the fact that you have unreadable bones, you are certainly neither a Yao nor a human. A Gronkey? No.
Oh, I'm also an arcanist.
My instinct told me that I should flee to the end of the world the moment I saw it.
You did run away, along with my poor teammates, who were turned into Lushus.
I could not have imagined being around someone with unreadable bones. Turns out, it wasn't as strange as I thought it would be.
Not much difference, you mean? Like the people here believe that there's no difference between humans and arcanists, which makes me very surprised.
Based on the bones I've seen, they are different. It's just that.
Doesn't make a difference, right? We are the same when we desire something.
Beth turns her face towards where the people are moving. She holds her face as if firmly staring at something, despite her lack of sight.
I wasn't questioning you or the temple when I asked you about flying to the other side. I wasn't even questioning the strange condition of this arcane skill.
What do you mean?
I was running out of options, I guess. It was just some futile effort I made when I realized this was a dead end. But I have no idea how it got to this point.
That makes her decision. She lifts the oil umbrella and sticks it between the branches above her head.